Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Goosebumps HorrorTown playthrough for part 2 of the Welcome to Dead House event. This video is going to be a little bit long, as well as the last one, part 3, because I wanted to try to merge all of them together, but I trust the content's going to be to your liking. This part is going to be mostly looking at the continuation of the story, plus also a bit on the new character Compton and his pack. Not much in this pack, by the way, but there is some stuff there. I will talk more about part 3 near the end, but for now, let's just dive right in. So with the continuation, we got the purchase, and here's Compton's pack. So, he comes with his building Pixowl Dawes, which I've kind of mentioned before, kind of gives off the... Well, I might as well take a look at this. This is a unique item. It looks pretty interesting, and I've noticed that this has a bit of an error because I think it's like 1 pixel off, and it's like 1 by 1 box, so it's kind of making it so that it's overlap. Basically, the image is making it overlap, like right here. See, normally I can't really do this, but I guess it wasn't sized properly, so it kind of has this weird effect, so yeah, it kind of makes it look bizarre. But we'll put that there for now. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get that, and I don't want that, but yeah, okay, let's get Compton here. Pixowl Dawes. I do like how they make this look so sleazy, and yeah, I love how that just goes on top of the new item I got, because again, just 1 pixel, so kinda makes it kinda dumb, but whatever. Alright, well, technically I can put it here, so let's just do that. There you go. I do like that little building there. Makes it look interesting. But anyways, here's Compton. There he is. Look at him. Wearing his blue, baby blue tux. Get a quick look at the character model here before we start his quest, but I am kind of intrigued. Compton is an interesting character to have in this game with the character dynamic. So let's take a quick look at him. Oh yeah, look at that guy. Alright, let's start with the quest.
New town, new beginnings, and a new riches. Good morning there.
Good morning, Mr. Dawes, and welcome to our horrific little town. I hope you'll feel right at home here.
Oh, I will. As a matter of fact, I have already erected my humble abode by the sea. Speaking of which, the promenade area would be ideal for the construction of an industrial complex.
Oh, so that's how it kind of convinces it, huh? Compton does business meeting and obtains some investigation files about 3. What's weird about Compton is the fact that he's like, he just built his mansion on top of, in the promenade area. Like who the hell does that? I guess this guy. So anyways, there's some animation here. Carrying money, sales monologue, dancing with Uncle Tony. Okay. Making a real estate offer, market research, making a pack with magical forces. So it's using that tree I've mentioned before I bought during July that I didn't really show off. I'll show it off sometime this playthrough, I hope. Well, I'm going to show it right now, so I'm going to take a look at this. So, this tree was in their game for a while now, but I think it was in July that they actually updated the look of this tree to make it look like this, to make it actually look, you know, interesting. So anyways, yeah, so let's have him do business meeting, which is in its own different bubble, but okay. Alright. I think we're also going to continue off with the other quest that, the main quest line, I should say. I'll put this on here now to make it easier for me. Alright, so I'm trying to remember what do we need for... Yeah, so he's going to the town hall, so you need the mayor's building in order for this to happen. Time passes, of course. We get the chemistry offer, which has those 2 premium buildings, 120 bucks, and then some storage space. Yeah, it's a bundle. You know, it's a thing. Normally I don't go for these, but, you know, it's there. Alright, so this should get us to the next quest.
Something smells really rotten in here. And there's a strange glow coming from Mr. Dawes' mansion. Sounds like another case for the Mini Mysteries Club. If only Dr. Fredericks wasn't watching our every move. He's busy admiring some flasks. Now's our chance. This place is in need of some serious investigating. Let's go.
You'll notice that Chuck will say a lot of when it comes to smells in this playthrough.
I hear some grumbling coming from the mansion. Maybe a dog? That doesn't sound like a dog. Unless it's an undead dog. It's an undead horde. Ah!
Wow, that is the most unthreatening monster I've ever seen. Play the dead house scene, obtain the flat chemical thing, and place the generator. I forgot to mention that each quest you get like a ridiculous amount of potions, putting these items down like simple. So it's like, oh, you need to put this 5,000 potions worth item, but the last reward gives you 5,000. So it's like they're rewarding it. It's like, oh, just put it down, and you can feel like they kind of just put this in here just so they, based on last events kind of thing. The other weird thing about that item too, the generator, is that someone mentioned that if you look closely to it, it kind of looks like his face, and I can see why, especially with if you make the thing have like a goatee on there, but whatever. Anyways, we're going to take a look into these the minions here. Let's take a quick look at these guys. Ooh, look at them. The gray minions. And this is what I'm talking about with the hopping vampires. Like, look how they run. They have their arms point out like zombies, but then they jump and bounce. See, just like the jumping vampires. So maybe that's what they are. Maybe they're like jumping vampires. All right, whatever. Yeah. So, like I said before in my first part 0, the models for these guys probably were based off of the Ray character in the story. Though they're all just Ray clones, I guess. It's interesting how the cover or title screen to this kind of gives off different entities of characters, but I guess to save face and value, they're just like, oh yeah, they're all the same. Why not? Let's just pretend as if they're different people. Yeah, and here's the other thing too. Why are they in Compton's house? Like, the real estate, sure, I can see that. They're this business, but like, why does Compton have a bunch of dead teens in his mansion? Also, I love the red glow they added to this house.
Let's go back to Dr. Fredericks. He'll help us out. I don't see how he could help, unless he has an undead nullifier 3,000 or something. He's our best chance right now. Keep running! Trying to, but all the sands really isn't helping. Arrgh.
Aw, poor Chuck, you goof. Beware the sand hands!
The carbohydrates are vaporized and then ultrafused? Of course! Why didn't I think of that? So much science in one place. Transmitifiers and iodinize and... ooh, a brand new current liner? I don't think anyone will mind if I borrow it to repair the electrotransfuser I've happened to be carrying.
Oh no, let's just do that, why not? Obtain ice cream 5, attain roach ice cream, and then place a the earth greenery, whatever that is. You can read it, the topiary earth, there we go. See, I know words. Yeah, but speaking of the dead house, I really do love how they kind of made it look like a mansion, but like it looks it kind of resembles that of the book. Like the fact that there's the little door that's creaked open with the red light, and then one of the windows has the red light in there. You gotta love the art design with some of these nods to the source material, which is one of the reasons why I kind of like this game, and as well as other people too. They probably feel the same way. Well, there's that yawn we haven't seen for a while, and we don't have a whole lot of items here, so I have a feeling that most of the other quests is going to need me to put all these items down. I hope that's not the case. Especially for one of them, but is a little too pricey. So we need 2 living creams, 2 of the roach salads, and then I believe 2 of the extreme samples. Or 1 of the extreme samples, my bad. So yeah. So this is one of the things that they kind of help and kind of build up to some of this stuff. What's weird too about the Ghostly Smoothie is that it looks like it was going to use the roach ice cream, but I think halfway through they decided to just change that midway. Or again, because both that and the ice cream was used last year during the Easter event, that could be in the result of that. So there's that there. Also, I think I mentioned about the Gold Dime timer, and yeah, this. Yeah, so in this event, I do kind of like how they kind of let you use the scenes that you have already in the game. My only issue is that the percentage that they give you for this scene sucks so much. And here's something I want to point out. The fact that I can just spawn Dawes, just Dawes, right? Not his minions, just Dawes. I got the potions just fine with 60%, but having the monsters, the zombies, plus Andrew Craw gives me nothing. The RNG for the graveyard sucks. Meanwhile, the RNG, for me anyways, for the dead house was just fine. And I didn't have to spend any of the currency because, again, I have Dawes now. Which, in this playthrough, you're going to see how he looks in his undead form. So anyways, we got some more supplies. And now we should be able to get the smoothie and the ice cream roaches. That's what I meant to say, get the roaches. So I think I mentioned that one of these characters actually, one of the premium characters, I'm trying to think if Mr. Woods or the other 2 vampire characters that actually be able to drop these items, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, this should be continuation for Compton's quest, so let's see what this leads into.
Complex would mean fantastic business opportunities for everyone involved, including yourself, of course.
Everything I do for my people. But call me intrigued. Do tell me more.
Oh, Mayor, you're so gullible. Like, I'm so glad the townspeople just keep you there, and this makes it so entertaining. It's a scam.
The mayor has green-lighted the construction of the chemical complex. Soon I'll be sitting on piles of money.
Winds of change are blowing, and I intend to sit safe.
Oh, great. Look who it is. It's Mr. Wood, everyone's favorite new dummy. Oh, God. Yeah, so what's interesting, too... Okay, hold on. Compton's carrying money and obtain evidence records, 2 of them. The thing is with Mr. Wood, I think I was talking to somebody about this during my Mr. Wood talent show thing in the comment sections, but he is so evil. Like, think about it. Like, Slappy is the kind of juvenile person who will do things just for the heck of it, like just to mess with you. But Mr. Wood is that type of person who will actually go ahead and try to kill you. He went ahead and tried to strangle a dog, for crying out loud. That's in the story, and you can even see that in like the comic book version of that. So it's like, dang. Anyways, this is what I was talking about with just 60% with Mr. Dawes. So this is him undead form. So we're gonna take a quick look at what he looks like when I can get a good view of him, which should be in a bit. Give me a sec. Okay, I think I see him right there. So let's take a quick look at him. Yeah, okay, so I got him. So here we go. Look at that boy. Yeah, so you get a good look at what this character looks like. He looks, you know, when he's like look undead, he looks old. Like, he looks really old, like an old man. Like, he looks like the nobodies, like that old grandpa right there that's scared. He looks like he resembles those kind of people, except the difference is he has white hair and... Oh, you know what? That's something interesting too. I just noticed his costume went from being blue to just being gray like this. So that's interesting. I do find it intriguing too that with the townspeople that they kind of make us populate, that they're just a bunch of randos that just wear gray shirts. I'm wondering if they did that on purpose. It's just like, oh yeah, let's just fill some old people here. Anyways, we're done with Compton, so yep. Any reward for the house? No, we did not. Also, it's very interesting that during the first time I spawned those 3 characters in particular, for 30%, I ended up getting the flask needed, so that was lucky. Anyways, let's see him carrying money. Got to have more money. Oh, so this is the weird barrel animation I seen. I think they posted something like this on YouTube. Not YouTube, but on their Facebook post. And a lot of people are like, oh, Compton is coming to town. And people are like, do you think that's wise to post a character rolling around in money after what you've did with the last event? And I'm kind of curious too with the money involved. It looks like it is the Goosebumps money. I'm not sure. It looks like that's the case, but I can be wrong. Yeah, so instead of green money bucks, it's just brown. So there's a few items I need left, and some of them are premium stuff. I do have the money for it, by the way. I just don't like spending it. Like, when I can, I wouldn't want to spend it, only if I have to. So, yeah. So, yeah, Compton dropped some stuff, but not a whole lot. And, yeah, so we're going to be a little while for this crystal flask. I do like how they've kind of made these, like, yeah, so I got 2 out of 7 right now, so lucky me for that kind of stuff. But, you know, it's a long ways away. I do like how they've always designed these little event screens by redecorating it in the side, like giving different items. Like you would see the house in the booklet always is the same, but they change it slightly. So this event, you see that the booklet it's gray, and it has a little sign speaker, whereas the house is gray. And you will notice this in the other events too, that they change certain 2 things slightly, and everything else is basically the same thing. So there is that. Anyways, let's see this here. Carrying money. Alright. Well done for that. Again, these are kinds of items are easy to get. Like, as long as you're kind of starting the event, you should be able to get these characters to do them just fine. So, I really despise the compass, by the way. I just never get a bunch of them. It's always the other 2 items. The compass, no, not the compass, but it's like the maps and the other thing. Like, no, come on. I want the guy. You know, I'm also debating too, because YouTube's kind of pushing this new COPPA rule that just came out, and unfortunately, I don't want my channel to be confused as being child-friendly, despite the fact that I looked at my channel's algorithms and it's suggesting that most of the audience is coming to be over 13. Like, you're probably looking at adults mostly watching this, which would make sense. But, like you say, it's as of right now, it's so vague with the wording. It makes it seem like any video can be child-friendly. So it's like, oh, a baby just watched this video, then it must be child-friendly. So I'm hoping before it comes into effect next year that they actually fix this, or else, yeah, it's gonna be problems. Oh yeah, I just want to point this out. So this is Slappy's animation for the vampire thing, and this is Mr. Wood dancing, becoming a vampire. Yeah, yeah, becoming a vampire compared to that. Why can't we have that? Spoiler alert, we do get that, by the way. I will point it out when we do get it, but as of right now, yeah, that's all we get, so that kind of sucks. We do get an animation with him kind of being a vampire by floating around, so hopefully I recorded it so I can point it out, but I have a feeling I forgot. Anyways, with this, I should be on to the next quest.
There, all fixed. Now I'd be able to measure air quality from electric pulses again. Let's give it a try. This is strange. Either my transfuser is still broken, or this area has a high concentrated of phenolphosphate, a coction compound that puts living beings into a state of physio-death.
So they pretend that they're dead. Okay, that's nice. Nice to know that they think that they're faking their death.
Dr. Fredericks, we're surrounded by the undead. Yeah, and they stink.
That's not nice, Chuck. They just forgot the bath.
It makes perfect sense. They must be poor regular folks who have been affected by the high concentration of phenolphosphate. Their skin color turns to cinder, they drink the blood of the living and make them undead too.
Do they also make them stink?
What is with you with the stink? And wait, drink blood?
Their only weakness is direct sunlight. Too bad it's really cloudy today. If only there was another way. Wait, I have a brilliant idea. Follow me.
This could either be a stroke of genius or an absolute disaster. We'll just have to trust him. Let's go.
Why not both? Maybe it's a genius disaster.
And now, children, behold the piece de resistance, the turning room.
Impressive facilities. But why has all the doors been sealed?
Oh, just so you all remain here.
While we Robins rebel your blood.
Oh no, Compton Dawes is a monster all this time. And his minions are still not scary. Obtain undead detector. Well, that's kind of ruined now. You need 2 of them, and then place the art sculpture. And the reward is 70,000 of the stuff, by the way. So it's like I can get the atomic art just fine. And this is the only thing I kind of have a problem with some of these items. Some of these items are like you buy one of them and they're like that's it. Some of these are designed to be like one and done, and others are just like, oh, you should use a bunch of these to decorate your town. And I'm just like, I don't know where to put these stuff, right? And you'll find out near the end what I did with everything, and I kind of had a struggle trying to figure out what would be the best spots for them. I kind of figured a way, but still it's one of those, wish I knew better, but whatever. So yeah, Compton is undead zombie, and apparently he wants to drink blood from the children by locking them in a chamber that I put sound effects in. Do you like the sound effects I put in, by the way? I wanted to make this more as atmospheric. Anyways, you should be done with this, so...
I will strike slap you where it hurts the most. I will take control of HorrorTown. Slappy, you disgusting little piece of firewood. You power-thirsty days are over. I know of another thirsty creature who will be your downfall. A certain countess who might also be eager to do business with me.
A countess? Oh no, you don't mean her, do you? Oh no, the triggering is affecting me so much now. Where is she? There she is. Alright, let's continue with this story.
Where do you linger, my beloved? I shall not rest until I see you again.
Hail, Vampire Queen! I know not where Nightwing resides, but I swear I shall help you find him.
Why would I trust a wooden puppet? Your mouth seemed larger than your intent.
Ooh, burn!
Technically, I'm not a puppet. You see, puppets have strings or otherwise illusionary moves with the aid of...
Enough yammering! You do not seem worthy of my trust. But prove you are, and I shall confide in you.
Interesting. So, Compton sells monologue and obtain ectoplasm. And the sale monologue gives you a pedoscope thing. Okay. I don't know what you call those, the cardboard pedoscopes. There you go. So yeah, what's funny, with all these chemical things that you get there, I honestly just been sending out Dawes and I haven't been touching the chemicals at all. And for some reason I ended up getting this item despite the short window of time I got. And I think it's because they changed the percentage a bit to be more in favor. And I only say that because I think I see these usually happen all the time when it comes to stuff like this. And yeah, so although this event as of right now isn't really the greatest, it's not the worst. Like, it's not as like compared to the last event we got, it's way better. Woo. But yeah, regardless, it's not the best, but what can you do? Anyways, yeah. So we're gonna click on some stuff here. We're done here. Do we get ectoplasm? No, we don't. See, this is what I'm talking about. With the ectoplasm stuff, is going to be a pain in the butt. And yeah. So anyways, we're gonna do some of this stuff here. Click this. It should be done here. I don't think I got that flax this time around, but whatever. But I do have enough to get this, and you do need this for the last item. So I think I talked about my crafting 101 how they want you to do this, and it was doable, but it was somewhat kind of annoying. However, if you have the premium characters, it does make things a lot more easier, I will say, because they keep on dropping the premium stuff there for you. So, you know, keep that in mind. I think when it comes to some of these events, when it comes to recording them, they're a lot more easier on myself because I've been willing to spend money for the company to survive. And a lot of people, when it comes to freemium games, a lot of people will decide whether or not they want to do this type of stuff or not. I try to be fair with the game as much as possible. Oh, by the way, this is his animation. Looks pretty nice, don't you think? Him trying to convince nobody what to do. Oh, wait. I think I got just the person. Hold on. Yeah, you know what? You're right nearby. Think about business. I think I got a great opportunity to make this hilarious. Let's see if we go down. Yeah, okay, there you go. Alright, I need to time this perfectly. Alright. Right about now. Yeah! Look at this. Live caption. Look at this. Compton is trying to convince Satyr on a pitch, and he's just thinking about it. He's like turning his back and he's like, yeah, no, I don't think I want to, and he's trying his best to convince Satyr to be in his shady business practices, but I don't think Satyr's buying it. Anyways, I'm going to be looking at some of these. So the campfires there, I think I mentioned that before. One thing I do want to mention here, and you're going to get to see where all these decorations are placed in this event. But like I was saying before, it's interesting to try to think what would be fair when it comes to pricing wise. The way I look at it is that so long as the item is obtainable and it doesn't feel like they're forcing you to pay through money, then it's fine. It's when it becomes obvious that they're trying to force you to go into monetization, and the worst part is they're going to make you do monetization by luck, aka RNG. That's when it becomes BS. So when they have events kind of based around a loot box, that's when it becomes a problem. And I think this is why this game is a little bit more fair in that sense, because yes, there's RNG when it comes to the pawn shop, which is annoying sometimes, as well as the mechanic of the scares, but the scares are somewhat achievable depending on the percentage, but I don't know, it's a gamble at this point when it comes to some of this stuff. Some events handle it better than others, so that's part of the reason why I kind of rank them in my personal opinion, to see which one's better in this case. So yeah, Mr. Wood, that's why Mr. Wood is involved in this event, and he's dancing while she dances too. I don't know why they're dancing, by the way. I don't know what dancing during this event. Is it because of the dancing zombie from Valentine's Day? Who knows? So yeah, that's about it for this part here in part 2. And yeah, so the next part is going to be the last one, part 3. And I'm going to have fun with part 3 because that's when all the maymays will come in. The stanky maymays. I know, it's memes, but I like to call it that just to piss people off on purpose. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with part 3. I put a lot of jokes in there, and I think you will enjoy the last part to this event. So the next part, we're going to be taking a look at the final, finishing off everything, getting all the items, getting the final grand prize, and then looking at the takedown update, which will then lead into the review in the last video. So part 4 is technically the last one, so I guess in total this Welcome to Dead House has 5 videos in total. So we're halfway there. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, leave me your comments on what you think of this video or anything in general when it comes to this game, and I'd like to hear it. If you're new to this channel, if you watch my stuff and you like what you see, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I've seen a lot of people watch my videos and are not subscribed, so I'm hoping that perhaps saying this actually works. So I'm going to do it near the end of the video because it makes sense that if you watch it to the end, you most likely are interested in probably subscribing. So anyways, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you did learn something and enjoy this playthrough, and I'll be seeing you hopefully in part 3, in the last of this undead monstrosity.